Hope the ACT went well. I was then sick Thursday and Friday. Just one quick reminder, the group 1 who is going on Monday must get me their materials so I can make copies before school. You will still go on Monday, group 1 for Death of a Salesman. The other thing we needed to talk about is your author analysis project. You guys have a part of a rough draft due on Tuesday, and then another part due on Thursday, and then the final draft is due March 17th, which is the next Tuesday. So I wanted to go over a few things that you need to make sure you have. So, quick few things here. Topics to include in your paper. The first thing that you're going to start with is some biographical information about your author. That should be about a page, so looking at 2 to 3 paragraphs. You will need to do some other research to have information about who they are, kind of what led them to be a writer, what things about them possibly influenced their writing. That will be 20 points. Any information that you do take from other sources, you obviously need to cite, and you will need to have a works cited page. Next paragraph should be the most common topics that the author focused on in those 6 articles that you read, whether they were current events issues, they always were talking about medical or solving people's problems. You just need to talk about, here's what they talk about and maybe why. So that'll be about a paragraph and should be another 20 points. Your third section in the paper will be about who this author's audience is. Did they have different audiences for different specific articles, or was their audience always the same? And then more in general, how do they appeal to that specific audience? Was there certain strategies that they used based on who their audience was, or did they use a variety? So again, that should be at least a paragraph and will be 20 points as well. The fourth section will be the purposes of the articles. So what similarities and differences did you see between the purpose, or did each article have the same purpose? So be specific about talking about each article and then what the purpose was. That should be 1 to 2 paragraphs, and then again will be another 20 points. Those 4 sections, biographical, common topics, audience, and purpose, are what I expect for you to have on Tuesday for your rough draft. The next part is what you should have for Thursday, which is the majority of your paper, which is what are the most successful strategies used by the author, what was their purpose and effect. You need to talk about 4 to 5 of your strategies that were most predominantly used. So let's say you're talking about how the author used logos in multiple articles. So you would need to have evidence from each article that they used this, the purpose throughout, and the effect. So again, this should be about 4 to 5 paragraphs. It'll be the majority of your paper, and again, this is worth half of the grade, so 100 points for this particular section. You guys have done really well lately in analyzing the strategies, the purpose and effect, so this is just more practice doing that. Last, kind of your conclusion will be, what have you learned from this writer that you can employ in your own writing? So that'll be a paragraph, and again, 20 points. So again, for Tuesday, you need to have biographical information, common topics, audience, purpose. For Thursday, you need to have the most successful strategies. And you can have your conclusion as well. And then the final draft will be due the following Tuesday, March 17th. Overall, this is 200 points. So this is a pretty big assignment in terms of the summatives that we have. If you have any questions, please email me. I'll check later today. Otherwise, you guys should be ready to go tomorrow with Death of a Salesman. Tuesday, we'll be talking about your paper. Wednesday's group 2. Thursday, we'll be doing your paper. And then Friday, you guys have a in-class rhetorical analysis essay. Please, again, let me know if you have any questions. See you Monday. Bye.